what's up SRL fans, and welcome back to another review video. This time we're gonna have a look back at the French Grand Prix which took place last Saturday around the Paul Ricard circuit. The first time SRL is going to race at the French Grand Prix circuit. So let's have a look how the race weekend went. Luke Smith, as the reserve driver for Williams this weekend, took pole position only 16 thousandths of seconds ahead of Vasilis Spitsiotis. Then it was Sandro Doulis, Dion Stahl, Ivan Brito with another great qualifying outing from him in P5. Then it's Cameron Edwards, Nick van Gelder with a disappointing P7, and Jurma Rusic with P8. Down the order, it's Francis McGinn in 16th place, who couldn't set a time without getting invalidated, so the championship leader is down the order. So we're waiting for 5 red lights now. And it's lights out and away we go for the French Grand Prix. And Vasilis Spitsiotis got a really nice start on the outside. He's now side by side with race leader, with pole sitter Luke Smith. Going into turn 1, he for a split second he had the lead, but he couldn't make it stick, and Luke Smith is back to the lead. Behind them it's Cameron Edwards at a great start, getting past Sandro Doulis. He's now up to P3. So no big incidents involving the drivers here, so really clean start going through the first few corners of this race. But then on lap 4 it was Vasilis Spitsiotis making a move on Luke Smith, and they made contact, and Luke Smith got front wing damage and he was forced to pit, so he dropped down the order. We're moving on to lap 21. Luke Smith now behind Cameron Edwards. They made contact, and Luke Smith goes for the inside wall, loses his front wing, so his race was basically done from then on. There was Nick van Gelder, who was on a 2-stop strategy, while everybody else was on a 1-stop, fighting with Samuel Brandt. They coming out of the chicane. They made contact, and Samuel Brandt spun, which ruined his possible P5 run. So very disappointed for the Dane, who had another great comeback race after he was starting in last place. But the battle of the race was between two Force Indians. Vasilis Spitsiotis, who was the race leader, but Francis McGinn made his way through the field, and in the second stint he was on the quicker super soft tires, while his teammate Vasilis Spitsiotis was on the soft tires. There were no team orders between them, not Vasilis Spitsiotis moving to the side of the track to let his teammate through for the championship. No, they were battling it out. Every single lap the position changed. Here we can see Vasilis Spitsiotis now taking the lead back of Francis McGinn after he took the lead the lap before. Sandro Doulis is behind them. He likes seeing those two battling, because he's closing the gaps slowly every single lap while they are battling it out. It's every single lap it's the same thing. One guy gets the other guy ahead of the chicane, and on the exit of the chicane the other guy tries to get him back again. Like you can see here, it's McGinn moving into the lead again, and it's now on lap 25, so 3 laps to go. Aggressive move by Francis McGinn, who goes into the lead again, going into turn 1. What's interesting about this is both of them have time penalties, 6-second time penalties, and P3, Sandro Doulis, only has a 3-second time penalty. So if he can get close to those two, it can be really close between those 3 in terms of the race win. So onto the straight again. And we can see another lead change. Now it's Vasilis Spitsiotis retaking the lead. Really impressive by the Greek, who's holding off Francis McGinn, who's obviously on the much quicker tire at the moment. Francis McGinn now in the slipstream. He tries to go around the outside in the kink, which is really, really dangerous. Especially on worn tires now at the end of the race, where the cars can get loose when you go offline. But Vasilis Spitsiotis holds him off. Now onto lap 26 now. It's the penultimate lap of the race. We can see Sandro Doulis closed the gap quite a lot. He's only 6 seconds now behind Vasilis Spitsiotis. Francis McGinn gets past his teammate now again. So Vasilis Spitsiotis now needs to make the move. He doesn't want him to get away now, because in the corners obviously Francis McGinn is a lot quicker on the softer tires. Oh, really nice racing here. Vasilis Spitsiotis around the outside and the kink, and now on the long right-hander. but it looks like Francis McGinn can hold him off. Vasilis Speziotis goes off the track a little bit, but it looks like Vasilis Speziotis made the pass stick. Amazing move by the Greek, who already got 2 victories in this season, obviously last weekend at Spain. But now onto the last lap. It's Francis McGinn getting past Vasilis Speziotis, so Francis McGinn taking the lead now. He's obviously he wants this win for the championship, and it looks like he had a really nice exit coming out of the chicane. So Vasilis Speziotis really needs to make an aggressive move now, going into the last sector. He's right at his back, going into the right-hander. He's down the inside. He goes. This is much better position for Vasilis Speziotis, but Francis McGinn holds it around the outside, and he got the inside for the next corner now. And it's Francis McGinn who gets past him. Can Vasilis Speziotis make the switchback move work? No, he gets loose coming out of the corner. He probably went on the curb. Now one last opportunity going to the last corner. Can Francis McGinn goes aggressive and he holds him off. So it's Francis McGinn who takes another win here at the French Grand Prix. It's another Force India 1-2, and this is a key moment in the championship. It's Sandro Doulis who's coming home third, and it's really close. Look at this. Because of the penalties, it's only 2 seconds between the third 3 drivers. Then it's Cam Weston-Edwards in P4, a great outing by Sam van Elven in P5, Nick van Gelder with a disappointing P6, Luke Smith, who obviously took the pole position, he's only in P7. Then it's Dion Stahl, Ivan Brito taking points. Samuel Brandt is probably disappointed after he was fighting for a P5 position, but he ends up in P10. Then it's Juro Marusic, Tim Hofnagel, Fons van Oyten, Irfan Daniel, Colin Higgins. And these are the championship standings now. So it's Francis McGinn who's in the lead. He built up a nice gap ahead of Nick van Gelder. Sandro Doulis right behind Van Gelder in P3. Then it's Beliziotis. René van der Step, who unfortunately missed a round at France. In P5, Lewis Marshall still out of the league because he got suspended. Then it's Dion Stahl, Cam Weston-Edwards, Jesper Lampinen, who missed another race. So did Bart Codel in 10th. Then it's Samuel Brandt, Luke Smith, Jorge Carrera, Sam van Elven moving up into P14, Fons van Hoyten, Tim Hofnagel, Juro Marusic, Ivan Brito, Yannick Verpeten also couldn't make the race, the new McLaren driver. So big gap now in the team standings for Racing Point Force India. They are on 300 points, while Ferrari in second is only on 188. Then it's Haas, Red Bull, Renault in fifth, Williams, Alfa Romeo, Mercedes, McLaren, and dead last it's Scuderia Toro Rosso with only 6 points being scored after 11 races. So the next race is going to be the famous Monaco Grand Prix. We are really hyped up for this race. So let's see how it goes. It's next Saturday, the 9th of March, 3 p.m. UK time, 16 o'clock German time. So make sure you'll tune in. I've been Sandro. I hope you liked this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to our channel to see more, and I'll see you next Saturday.